Hi guys, welcome to your channel. In this video I'm going to talk about op amps and popular ICs of LM324. Stay with me. In this video I'm going to explain about the operation of op amps and explain one of the most widely used op amps in electronics, which is used in many boards. And at the end, I will deal with the troubleshooting of the SONOKID device whose op amp was damaged. The part that we are going to get acquainted with today is op amps, which are also known as operational amplifiers and are very widely used parts. These parts are made in ICs with different numbers. For example, you buy an IC that has two op amps. You can use each of them separately, but the important thing is that what is the point of these op amps? Op amps generally have 5 pins. 2 pins are connected to the power supply of the op amp, which is positive and includes the negative voltage. There are 3 other bases with the names of positive and negative input and output. In fact, op amps are an amplifier, which according to the relationship you see, the voltage difference between the positive and negative bases with a coefficient they amplify and transmit to the output. There is only one point, and that is that amount of voltage than the negative input. The output will be its maximum state, which is almost equal to the positive that we connected to the op amp as power supply. In its minimum mode, it is the same as the negative of the op amp. In other words, the use of the op amp is open circuit without feedback, which of course can be used with feedback. The IC LM324 has 4 op amp sections, and in circuits where we want to use operational amplifiers a lot, this IC is one of the most widely used ICs. Well, this IC has 14 pins, and pin number 4 is positive and it must be connected to the positive of the power supply. Exactly opposite to this pin, it becomes pin number 11 and it becomes the negative of the circuit. The rest of the pins are related to op amps. Each of the op amps has 2 inputs and 1 output. For example, if you pin 1 and consider 2 and 3, pin 1 becomes the output of the first op amp, and pin 2 and 3 becomes its inputs. But keep in mind that one of the inputs is positive and one is negative, and the pin that is positive input is called non-inverting, and it is called a base that is negative is called an inverting base. So if you give your positive signal to base 3 and your reference to base 2, the input signal to base 3 will be compared with 2. And if the answer is greater than that reference signal, your output will have a positive voltage. I'm going to share with you how to repair the SONOKID device. Before repairing this device, I will give you some explanations about this device and how it works. The SONOKID device, which is also known as the embryo detector, is one of the tools for examining pregnant women. This device is considered one of the sub-branches of medical engineering. SONOKID is very useful in the field of gynecology and obstetrics. SONOKID is a device that is used to measure the heart rate of the fetus. Also, with SONOKID, the quality of the fetal heart sound can be checked. This device is one of the fetal heart sound detection devices, the problem of which was the lack of sound production. Through the investigations, I found out that there is a problem in the sound amplification IC, and I also tested the probe of the device and made sure of its health. This device has a very sensitive yet powerful microphone. The device uses this microphone to listen to the heartbeat of the fetus. The processor of the device also processes the sound captured by the microphone. In this way, the fetal heartbeat can be heard through a speaker. This device is mostly used in the offices of obstetricians and gynecologists. But this device is also used in hospitals. SONOKID is also one of the necessary equipment in the midwife's office. This device is based on Doppler theory. This device works by means of piezoelectric transducer probe, which is related to an ultrasonic system. In fact, the SONOKID device reflects the sound of the fetus's heart, the sound that can be heard through the speaker of the device. The SONOKID device does not emit any harmful radiation waves. For this reason, using it will not be dangerous for the mother and the fetus. The probe is one of the main parts of the device. This device sends ultrasound waves into the uterus. It also receives wave reflection. Let's go back to repairing our own device. This part of the PCB has IC LM324N, and by replacing this IC, the problem of amplifying the sound of this device will be solved. This IC is one of the most useful ICs in electronics. The LM324 IC has 4 operational amplifiers, or op-amps for short, which in circuits and projects that require a large number of op-amps, the use of the LM324 IC makes the dimensions of the circuit smaller and prevents the circuit from getting complicated. In this device, the rule of this IC is also amplify the sound of the fetal heart heard by the probe of the device. After taking out the IC and replacing it with a new IC, I put the device probe on my heart, and we can see that the sound of my heartbeat is easily heard.